Here we're in final preparation for this year's Barclays. It's the 7th year we've had it here at the Serapong Golf Course. We're going in fine preparation. We've been bringing the heights of the tees down. We're now cutting the tees with greensmoors at 3 mm. The fairway heights will be at 9 mm this year, and the roughs will be about 66 mm, which is about 2 inches. But we're well in preparation for the Barclays. We do have support of 50 superintendents from around the region coming to help with our green staff as they do at other major golf tournaments like the Masters, where superintendents come in for the week. They help our team prepare the golf course, and then they do classes on fertigation, irrigation, and new technical aspects and best practices throughout the region for caring for warm season grasses. We're bringing in top people along with Toro for special classes under the auspice of our Chief Agronomist Andy Johnson, who is also the designer of the Serapong Golf Course. But things are good here at Sentosa, and we're looking forward to a very good and competitive Barclays Singapore Open.
We're on the first hole of the Serapong course. During the renovation, one of the things that we studied and put a lot of effort into was the strategy of the golf course. We were landlocked with the corridors that were already set by the previous golf course architect, Ron Freem, who did a wonderful job with the routing of the golf course. But what we did was we focused on where to put bunkers, to put them in strategic locations for the tournament, to make the golf professional think where to place his tee shot, but also to make the golf course look difficult but play easy for the everyday player. We're in the first landing area looking at #1 green, which is a large, ominous green complex for the first hole. We're now on the second hole of the Serapong course, par 3. This particular green complex, we made triple the size of its old existing green. We added bunkers around it to add to the strategy of the green complex, but the green itself, even though very large, has a very undulating surface. Pinnable spots on the green are a challenge. We're on the third hole at the Serapong course with our signature tree in the center of the fairway that's used as an aiming device. This particular green complex was bunkered heavily, but this hole's personality is really the vistas that are offered from the tee in the landing area down of the harbor. We're on the fourth hole at the Serapong golf course. This hole perhaps is one of the most controversial holes on the property. When our assignment was given to us to redesign the golf course, this was the easiest hole at Sentosa, and we were asked to make it the hardest. We extended the landing area into 2 different landing areas with a bunker in the center. We offered a very small landing area on the left, which is positioned specifically for the pros to put their ball in a target in order to have an opportunity to go for the green in 2. We looked at the side of the landing area and added some landscaping features to it to add another element for the golf professional to have to place his ball in a strategic location on the landing area in order to get an opportunity to go to the green in 2. This golf hole is now no longer the easiest golf hole at Serapong, one of the most. The 5th hole at the Serapong golf course. This particular green complex we enlarged and we surrounded it by strategic bunkers that challenge the golf course pro to place his ball in the center of the green as his target. If you put your ball too far into the green complex, we've added an element to this golf hole where if you roll your ball through, it's in the water. We've brought the ocean into play with maintainable areas and a green complex that enhances the beauty of the Bay of Sentosa. We're on the 6th hole at the Serapong course. When we originally renovated this golf course and we looked at the strategy of this golf hole, we were implementing a drivable par 4. We first built this golf hole with the forward tee. The last 2 tees that are in place were never part of the original design. When we put the golf hole in play as a drivable par 4, it was too challenging. The axis of the green was too small, the redan shape of it was too high, no professional would go for the green. So the next year we added a new tee. This year we've added another one. We've now added an entire new element to this golf hole by bringing the water into play. We've moved the palm trees off the coastline. Next year we plan to regrade the fairway to incorporate the coastline. Hole on the Serapong Course. This is a hard par 5. We have strategically placed bunkers in each landing area. Last year we added strategic bunkers in the second landing area to squeeze it down, making your second shot a real choice. Go for the green or place it before the bunkers. The 8th hole at the Serapong Course is a par 3. Very large green, over 200 yards to the green for the professional. The green has some contours in it that'll sneak up on you. We're at the 9th hole at the Serapong Golf Course with bunkering in the center of the fairway that protects the landing area. Controversial bunkers in the center of the fairway with very steep grading around them. Placing your tee shot here is extremely important to have a chance to get your second shot to the green. The green complex, when we renovated the golf course, was repositioned. We pulled 18 and 9 close together. We pushed number 10 away in order to create the venue around the green complexes, which we call the horseshoe. We're on the 10th hole at the Serapong Golf Course, right behind the pavilion, the members pavilion on the Serapong Golf Course. This golf hole, when we went through the renovation, we repositioned the bunkers in the landing area to force the tour player to think where he wanted to position his shot. The lobe that sticks out of the bunker on the right exists about 230 to 240 meters from the back tee, and it challenges the tee shot. After the 2006 display of the new renovation, we added this bunker to the front of the green. The bunker concept was thought of by GM Peter Downey. We call it the Downey bunker. The 12th hole is guarded by many strategic bunkers in the first landing area. They almost look like they circle the landing area. But as a golf professional looks at and plays this golf hole, you can carry the bunker on the right if you hit your ball in the right spot. During the tournament, this golf hole has changed from a par 5 to a par 4. The 13th hole on the Serapong Course is guarded by a heavy lake that bends around the golf hole's landing area. It's a very narrow landing area with a large bunker up at the green complex with the Sentosa Resort World in the background. This is a difficult golf hole. From the tee, you have to be very careful where you place your tee shot. We're on the 14th hole at Serapong. This golf hole is a short par 3, the shortest par 3 on the property. This golf hole also, prior to the renovation, was challenged with the cart path placement. The cart path was in play prior, running right in front of the green complex. We added this soft bunker feature, a feature that you can drive through, play through, and takes the cart path problems out of the golf hole. The 15th hole at Serapong has everything to do with the tee shot. Where you place your tee shot gives you the ability to get to the green into. It's a long par 4, but the fairway is graded in such that if you hit your ball left in the fairway, it might run into the water. 16th hole on the Serapong Course is where the field usually starts to change. This is probably one of the most challenging holes on the stretch into the final golf hole on the 18th. The green is shaped in a character that the final pin placement on Sunday sits just behind the bunker on the right. It brings the water into play. The grade work shaved down closely with the turf makes for a challenge. If you're going to go for the pin, you better be right on. 17th green, par 3. Serapong Golf Course is the largest green on the property. This green is over 14,000 square feet large and has a very, very large bunker on the right guarding it. The green bends around the bunker and offers for some challenging pin placements. We're standing at the location where Angel Cabrera launched his winning tee shot over a 400-yard drive. He then positioned himself to use a 6-iron to the green to win in a birdie the 2007 Barclays Singapore Open. When we redesigned this golf hole, we repositioned the bunkers to challenge the tee shot in a very deceiving manner. The bunkers hide the second landing area, although there is actually a lot of room to put your second shot between here and the green. We find that this is the perfect venue for the Barclays Singapore Open, and we look forward to the 2011 challenge ahead.